this next comedian, she is a fellow hurricane, huh? If you don't get her comedy, it's a cane thing you wouldn't understand. Annette Gallagher.
Well, I know you've already heard this about 12 times tonight, but like most people in Miami, I am not from here. I was a preacher's daughter growing up, so we moved around a lot. I spent part of my growing up time in Texas, and growing up for me was kind of like living in Footloose. There was no rock music, no dancing, and sadly no Kevin Bacon. But, my parents, like I said, were very, very strict. But living in Texas, that's where the real the hardline Baptists come from. And the only thing that these people take more seriously than football as a religion is actual religion. The biggest problem with Texas Baptists is we just don't hold them underwater long enough. Besides Texas, I actually was born and grew up most of the time in West Virginia, and I have heard every West Virginia joke you can think of and then some. What has 200 feet, 15 pairs of shoes, and 32 teeth? The checkout line in any West Virginia Walmart. What do a meth lab explosion and a West Virginia divorce have in common? Somebody's losing a trailer. My sister's ex-in-laws actually had the same last name before they got married. Okay? Now, my parents were not related. They brought my dad in from Chicago, imported him. He was a very, very Irish guy. And my mother, on the other hand, had no idea she was part Irish herself. On their first St. Patrick's Day as a married couple, when he told her, I'm Irish and I would like a St. Patrick's Day dinner, she said, Irish? I thought the Irish were extinct. Like the Vikings. That is the West Virginia public school system in action, folks. But I will tell you, even after all these years, it's tough being a, Irish sort of Southern girl here in South Florida. I don't like the sun, I don't do the heat. Never have I tanned, you might be able to tell. And, all those jokes or the stories about vampires exploding in the sun, those are really just Irish people going to the beach. We do not handle the sun well at all. But that's just, that's the way things are. And, West Virginia, that's the, what Sarah Palin and those folks like to call the real America. So, everybody up there drives Fords and Dodges and Buicks and Chevys. And when I came to Florida, I had never seen like a Mercedes or a BMW. And by the time I'd been here for 1 year, I could tell one from 1,000 feet away. Didn't even need to see the hood ornament. The size of the douchebag getting out of the driver's side was plenty clue enough. Have a great night, everybody.